Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you work, you're still broke? Why some people seem to unlock financial freedom effortlessly, while others are stuck living paycheck to paycheck? It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're not smart enough. It's because you've been lied to. For decades, the rich have been feeding us myths, subtle, dangerous lies that shape how we think about money, success, and life itself. In this video, we'll uncover the 7 most powerful lies the rich want you to believe. Lies that keep you poor. And once you see the truth, there's no going back. Lie number 1. Follow your passion and the money will come. We've all heard it. Follow your passion and the money will come. It sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Like the universe will just reward you for doing what you love. But here's the truth. Passion doesn't pay the bills. Skills do. You might love baking cupcakes, playing the guitar, or painting all day. But unless someone is willing to pay you for what you do, it's not a business. It's a hobby. And hobbies don't create financial freedom. Real money flows to people who create value, not people who just follow their feelings. Let's say you're passionate about coffee. You're the best barista in the city. You know every roast, every origin, every method. But you're earning minimum wage. Now look at the CEO of a coffee chain. He might not be as passionate about the beans, but he built a system. He hired the team. He created the brand. And now, he makes millions. This is where most people get stuck. They wait, hoping their passion will magically pay off. But the truth is, passion needs a plan. It needs skills. It needs strategy. It needs structure. If you want to turn what you love into what pays you, you have to learn how to build value, not just chase feelings. So what should you do? Start with your passion, yes, but then learn valuable skills. Understand what the market actually wants. Solve real problems. Build systems that scale. Because when your passion aligns with value, that's when the money comes. Remember, passion is the spark, but value is the fire. So don't just follow your passion blindly. Shape it, sharpen it, turn it into something the world needs. That's how you win. And if this helped shift your mindset even a little, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because the truth, success isn't about chasing dreams. It's about building them. Lie number 2. Just work harder than everyone else. They say, just work harder than everyone else. Hustle 24/7. Sleep less. Grind more. Outwork the competition. And sure, it sounds heroic. But let's be honest. If hard work alone guaranteed wealth, then construction workers, waiters, and nurses would be billionaires. The truth is, hard work without leverage is a trap. It keeps you stuck in the cycle of trading time for money, with no end in sight. Because here's the reality. You only have 24 hours in a day. And no matter how hard you work, you can't escape that limit. You hustle. You grind. You sacrifice weekends. But in the end, you're just exhausted. Meanwhile, the wealthy, they play by different rules. They don't just work hard. They work smart. They build systems, teams, and income streams that make money, with or without their time. That's the secret. See, while you're working hour by hour $4.50, someone else is packaging what they know into an online course and earning money while they sleep. That's not luck. That's scalable income. That's passive income strategy in action. That's the power of leverage. So if you want real freedom, stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like a creator. Start by developing high-income skills, things that solve real problems in the market. Then, turn those skills into products, content, or automated services that can reach people at scale. Don't just work harder, because that road leads to burnout. Work smarter, with intention. Build something once, and let it work for you again and again. Because real wealth isn't earned by doing more. It's built by doing the right things, in the right way, at the right scale. So, ask yourself, are you hustling endlessly just to stay afloat? Or are you building something that sets you free? If this resonates with you, hit the like button, subscribe for more real talk like this, and share it with someone who's been stuck in the hustle trap. Because success isn't about working yourself to death. It's about learning how to create value, and let that value work for you. Lie number 3. You need money to make money. They say, you need money to make money. And for a lot of people, that lie hits hard. Because if you're broke, it feels like the game was rigged from the start. But here's the truth. The wealthy, They rarely use their own money. They use leverage, tools like loans, credit, and other people's money to build empires. Real estate investors do it. Startup founders do it. Even small business owners do it every day. They don't wait until their savings account is full. They understand the system and they use it. And that's the difference. See, most people were taught to save, then spend. But the wealthy were taught to leverage, then scale. It's not about how much money you have. It's about how well you use resources that are already out there. Think about it. Banks lend out money every day. Investors are looking for businesses to back. Partners are waiting for the right idea to join in on. You just need the right knowledge and the right mindset to tap into it. That's what financial literacy is all about. Not memorizing boring terms from textbooks, but understanding how money actually works in the real world. When you know how to use leverage, money stops being a wall and becomes a tool. You don't need capital. You need creativity, strategy, and courage. So if you've been holding back, thinking, I can't start, I don't have enough money, ask yourself this instead. Do I know how to find, use, and multiply what's already around me? Because the people who win in this game, they don't always start rich, but they think rich, they play smart, and they move differently. So stop waiting for the perfect bank balance to chase your vision. Start building, start learning, start using the tools the wealthy have used for decades. Because you don't need money to make money. You just need to know how money moves and how to move with it. If this opened your eyes, hit that like button, subscribe for more mindset shifts like this, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's rewrite the rules together. Lie number 4. A college degree guarantees success. We've all heard this. Go to college, get a degree, and you'll be successful. But today, that's just not true for everyone. Yes, college can be helpful, but it doesn't guarantee a job. It doesn't guarantee money, and it definitely doesn't guarantee success. In fact, many people finish college and end up with huge student loan debt, but no clear path to a good career. Now look at this. Some of the world's richest people didn't even finish college. Why? Because they learned skills that people needed. They started businesses. They created value. That's what the world really pays for. Skills, not just degrees. Today, companies want results. They don't care as much about your diploma. They care about what you can do. Can you write? Can you design? Can you sell? Can you solve problems? If yes, you're already more valuable than someone with a fancy degree and no real-world experience. And the best part? You don't have to spend thousands on college to learn these skills. You can learn online for free. You can study from your phone or laptop. You can start building your future now. This is the new way. It's not about having a degree. It's about having the right skills. So don't feel bad if you didn't go to college, or if you dropped out, or if school just wasn't for you. You can still succeed, maybe even faster, because now it's about learning smart. It's about creating value. It's about doing things that matter. So remember, skills over degrees, value over status, results over paper. And if this message helped you see things differently, please like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Your future is in your hands, not on a piece of paper. Lie number 5. Buying a home is the best investment. They told you that buying a house is the smartest financial decision you'll ever make. The American dream, they called it. But what if I told you it's one of the biggest lies keeping people broke for decades? Let's break it down. Owning a home sounds like a dream, but for most people, it turns into a 30-year financial burden, not a wealth-building strategy. You're taught that your house is an asset. But is it? An asset is something that puts money in your pocket. But a house, your primary residence, constantly takes money out of it. You pay property taxes, mortgage interest, homeowner's insurance, repairs and maintenance. And if you're financing it over 30 years, you're also paying hundreds of thousands in interest to the bank. Let's be honest, you don't own the home. The bank does. At least until you finish paying it off. And by the time you do, you may have spent double or even triple the original price. Now, don't get me wrong. Having a roof over your head is important. But calling your home the best investment? That's where the myth comes in. The wealthy? They don't buy homes just to live in. They buy income-producing real estate, like rental properties that generate monthly cash flow, REITs, real estate investment trusts that pay dividends, Airbnbs, commercial units, apartment buildings. These are true investments because they create income, grow in value, and give them financial freedom. Meanwhile, the average person ties up most of their money in a house and ends up house rich but cash poor. So what's the alternative? Here it is. Rent where it's cheap. Invest the difference. Instead of pouring all your savings into a down payment, put that money into assets that grow your wealth. Stocks, ETFs, digital products, online businesses, or even rental properties you don't live in. Let your money work for you instead of working for your house. Because in the long run, financial freedom doesn't come from owning a white picket fence. It comes from owning assets that pay you, even while you sleep. Look, buying a home isn't always a bad decision. For some, it provides stability, emotional satisfaction, and a sense of pride. But let's stop pretending it's always the best investment. Sometimes, the smartest financial move isn't buying a house. It's learning how to use money, not be used by it. So before you sign up for 30 years of payments, ask yourself this: is this house really building my wealth? Or is it building someone else's? Lie number 6. The stock market will make you rich. We're told that if we just keep putting money into the stock market, one day we'll be rich. Just set it and forget it, right? But here's the truth no one tells you. The game is rigged, and you're not the one holding the cards. Sure, investing matters. But for everyday people, retail investors, the stock market isn't always the golden ticket it's made out to be. By the time you hear the news, by the time the stock hits your radar, the insiders have already bought low, and they're preparing to sell high. To you, it's a game of timing, access, and speed. And retail investors? We're always late to the party. All it takes is one tweet, one crash, one global event, and your gains can disappear overnight. Now, don't get me wrong, the stock market has a place. But real wealth, the kind that creates freedom, security, and long-term power, that doesn't come from chasing tickers. It comes from owning the game, not just betting on it. The wealthy don't just invest in companies. They own them. They build them. They control the assets, the systems, the teams, and the cash flow. And when you build something of value, something that solves problems and serves people, you're no longer depending on the market. You become the market. If you truly want to escape the rat race, stop only buying assets, start creating them. Start that online business. Create that digital product. License your skills. Build income streams you control. The stock market can support your wealth, but it will rarely create it. So here's the truth. The stock market isn't evil. It's just not designed to make you rich. It's designed to make Wall Street rich. If you want real wealth, lasting, scalable, independent wealth, own assets, build systems, create value. Because in the end, the richest people aren't just investors, they're owners. Lie number 7. Budgeting is the key to wealth. They say if you just stop buying coffee, if you budget harder, if you cut every little expense, you'll become rich. But let's be honest, cutting lattes won't build wealth. It'll just make you tired and frustrated. Yes, managing money is important. But here's the problem. You can't shrink your way to freedom. You can track every penny, clip every coupon, live on rice and beans, and still stay broke. Why? Because budgeting is about survival, not wealth creation. Wealthy people don't just cut expenses. They grow their income. They focus on offense, not just defense. The rich ask, how can I earn more? Not just, how can I spend less? They learn high-income skills. They build multiple income streams. They create businesses, license their knowledge, and scale up their earnings. Yes, they track spending, but they don't obsess over $5 purchases. They obsess over $5,000 opportunities. Budgeting isn't bad. It's just incomplete. If your strategy is just spend less, you'll eventually hit zero and have nowhere else to cut. But if your mindset is earn more, your potential is unlimited. So stop stressing over coffee. Start focusing on cash flow. Ask yourself, what skill could I learn today that pays me for life? Because the truth is, wealth doesn't come from saving more. It comes from earning more. You don't get rich by squeezing every dollar. You get rich by multiplying every opportunity. So sure, track your spending. Be smart. But don't let budgeting be your only plan. Play a fence, grow your income, and let money flow in, not just drip out slowly. Now that you know the 7 lies that keep most people poor, the real question is, what will you do with this knowledge? You've just taken a powerful first step, one that most people will never take. But don't stop here. Break the cycle, reprogram your mindset, and start building the wealth and freedom you deserve. If this video opened your eyes even just a little, give it a like, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to the channel, because we're just getting started. The truth is out there, and together, we'll expose it, one video at a time.